Hmm. Cool. Works. Hey, Amanda. Good evening. Yes, I had a good day. How about you? Yeah, she came back all good. Everything was fine. She had a great trip. She had the time of her life, which is great. She went back to work today. She goes work tomorrow. So she said everything's good, which I just finished talking to her, so all is good. All is good. Understand why I can't see this damn comment thing. Weird. Can you send me? No sense. Why can I not see it now? It's weird. Yeah, yesterday we had a pretty bad storm, but the roads are all messed up right now. They got potholes everywhere because there was so much rain. It messed up the roads, so the roads are not too good. Some areas are really bad. Um, I went to a place today and there was still water on the road. Had a flooding sign up and all that. So still, today was a beautiful day. It was sunny. It was so nice today. Anybody who was here yesterday and then saw it today, they're like they would never think that was the same place, same day, same situation. Went from stormy to like nothing. Went from wind and rain to sun and blue skies. It was absolutely crazy. So today I had the chance to do a lot of work. So I did a lot of work today. Got everything I needed to get done. So when it rains like that, it holds me back from doing things. But all is good though. I'm so glad it worked out today. And tomorrow's supposed to be a decent day until tomorrow night. It's supposed to rain again and Sunday. So at least tomorrow during the day, I'll have enough time to before the rain comes again to get more stuff done. I don't normally work Saturdays, but I'm gonna do some work tomorrow though. I have to see any chance I can get. When the weather's good, I gotta go work outside as much as I can. Oh no, sorry to hear that. Man, so many people are having like strokes and heart attacks lately. But apparently, like that's like the number one cause of death. That's crazy. Yeah, my grandma had two strokes. She had a stroke, and then after that, she had another one. And then she passed away way back years ago. But yeah, my grandma had two strokes. Both my grandfathers, they died from lung cancer. But one was lung cancer, one's uh, liver cancer. That was from smoking and drinking, though. That's Saturn and Pisces rules the blood circulation. Yeah, that's not good. Now that I'm like over 40 now, ever since I've been over 40 for the past few years, I've had headaches more than I never used to have headaches before. And now I have headaches. So it's like, oh boy, the joy of getting older. Like, in about, I would say, like, I had a lot of like heartburn and acid reflux like a couple years ago. Now I don't get it anymore because I had to stop eating certain foods. But it's just it's a pain in the ass. You know, you get older or you just have problems or you inherit things. And one of my clients, she has like she inherited her parents, well, her mom had like some eye disease thing, like where you pretty much you start to lose your vision. So she's having like all these operations on her eyes and all that. So I'm like, oh boy. She's 77, I think. Yeah, the glaucoma. Yeah. Yeah, I never used to get headaches. I never even knew what a headache was until I actually got it. And I was like, what the hell is wrong with me lately? Why am I like having all these headaches and stuff? So but yeah, sometimes I get like these real bad headaches where I'm like, oh boy. So I try to drink like a lot. I've been drinking a lot of water lately because like summertime I drink a lot of water because like I'm always working and I'm sweating and I drink. But winter time I don't drink that much water because I'm not really doing like it's not hot enough for me to drink the water. So now what I do is I drink like regular water that's not in the fridge, so it's not that cold. I just drink the regular lukewarm water. So yeah, yeah. I don't really take any type of vitamins or pills or anything like that. What I do is I get Epsom salt bath like once or twice a week. That has magnesium in it and it goes right into your body that way. So that helps me a lot. I took a nice half an hour Epsom salt bath yesterday and I feel much better. I'm like, it's like when I got an Epsom salt bath and I stand there. But see, what I do is I flip on my belly first. I submerge like pretty much half my body face down, and then I'll wait like 10, 15 minutes, and I'll flip over on my back, and I'll wait I'll soak my other half of my body for another 15 minutes, And then today I felt like hardly any pain and I felt a lot better just by having that bath. And I put like 2 cups of Epsom salt in there and just soak in there for half an hour, flip sides, and that's it. So I'm good. I feel much better. Yeah. And I've been drinking like these bottles of water like a lot. I've been just drinking them every day. Just drink a couple of them every day and try and drink as much water as I can. And obviously eat as healthy as I can. No junk. Yeah, we need, yeah, exactly. So as soon as I have a Epsom salt bath, I feel much better. Like I should be having them like every day, but I just don't feel like having those baths every damn day. But like I do it twice a week as much as I can. Like sometimes I do it. It all depends on how I feel. And what I do is when I get in the bath, I take like the Epsom salt water and the bath and I put it over my head like 3 times. I put it, splash it over my head and rub it all in my head, all over my face, and I feel much better after that. Like I make sure I put it all over my body. Just trying to keep trying to keep healthy and trying to keep safe. That's the main thing. The older we get, the more we got to take care of ourselves. Yeah, it does. It makes a big difference for me. Like I actually felt no pain today, like in my because I have like sciatic nerve pain a lot on my right, and then I have like my glutes and my hamstrings are really bad, like from working a lot over the years. Like they're just I just have like issues with my back, my glutes, my hamstrings, and like sciatic nerve pain from every now and then. So it's only when I do like strenuous work it reactivates or re-hurts. Then I'll go get an Epsom salt bath and I'll be fine. It's like I even slept better yesterday because I had the Epsom salt bath. And I finally got some decent Epsom salt. Um, I think it's called Dr. Teal's Epsom salt. It's really good. It actually works. And the thing is the cheapest things like do the best thing for your body. Like sea salt, Epsom salt, water. Like the cheapest things are the things that help your body the most. But that's what people don't understand. They think they got to spend a whole pot of money to make your body better. That's bullshit. You know. Yeah, me too. I have a plain Epsom salt, and it's called Dr. Teal's, um, original Epsom salt or whatever it says. I can't remember exactly what it says, but it's actually I just tried the Epsom salt. I've tried it before, but then they ran out of it, and then I actually got like a case of it. So I got like these 2 big ass bags, and I gave one to my sister, and she said she loves it, and I'm like, yeah, it's really good. And the boys, they need the Epsom salt baths too because they get injured from volleyball and basketball, or they feel like their feet or their knees hurt. So I told my nephew because he has a hip problem from playing volleyball. So I told him, go get an Epsom salt man bath, and he feels great today. He feels good. I told him, I said that stuff's good for your body. I always tell people to get Epsom salt baths. It's good for you. Yeah, I actually recently started eating Himalayan salt, Himalayan salt and popcorn. Right? They have like this popcorn of Himalayan salt, and I ate it, and I love it. And I eat like a bag every week, like once a week. And then now I can't find it. Like everybody devoured it. I'm so pissed because like every time I like some, everybody else likes it, and the store don't have it no more. I was like, wow. Yeah, I have Himalayan salt. I have a big jar in there. when I had cancer and developed eczema. I would use them and it healed me. Yeah, I have eczema too. I have it all around, like my nose right here, all around, like my all around here, and all around. It goes red as heck. You know what I use for eczema? I'll show you. This stuff works. It's the only stuff that worked for me. This is the best shit I've ever used. This stuff right here. See that? It's eczema relief creamy oil. This stuff actually works. I can't believe, because my face used to be red. Now when I look on camera, it's not even red anymore. It used to be really bad, and I used to like not want to really come on here sometimes because my face was all red. You could still see like a little bit, but it's not as bad as it used to be. Like I used to itch my all around and stuff. And I'm like, fuck, man, what the hell am I gonna do? Like I use Sudocrem, Vaseline. I used to wash my face all the time. I used olive oil. Like nothing was working. And then I got this stuff and it actually works. This works best for me. So it says it has 3 essential ceramides or whatever the heck that word says, and safflower oil. Safflower oil, whatever the fuck this is. Yeah. See what it says right there? Safflower oil and ceramides. I don't know the fuck. Ceramides or something. I don't know. Anyway, this stuff here is really good. But see, I only get eczema when I like at winter time. Cause summertime I don't get nothing like that. Hey Marley, how you doing, sweetie? So like at winter time when my skin's all dry, it acts up. Yeah, that's what I do. Like I rub the Epsom salt all over my face, right? And I close my eyes and I just rub it all over my face multiple times with my thing. Yeah. Yeah, I get it sometimes too. Like my eyebrows and my nose and all around like around here and all around like on the bottom of my top of my lip is really bad and it goes all red and I'm like fuck. So like I couldn't find anything decent that will work. And this year I've got it the worst. It's happened a lot lately. So I found this stuff and I was like, you know what, let me try it. Because I heard about it online. There was some good reviews about it. So I went to the store, the pharmacy, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna find this shit. And they had it. So I was like, let me try it. So I'm like, good. It works. I haven't even used it in 2 days because it works so good. Your daughter has this man flares up. Yeah. Yeah, summer months, I don't get it. It's just winter months. Like December, January, and now February, I haven't had it yet, but it's only because I've been using this stuff. And I use it like before I go sleep. So that way it's on my face the whole time. Like when I'm sleeping, I just put it on there and it's not really like you really have to put a good amount on there. Like cause it doesn't like get it's creamy and stuff, but it's nice. Like you gotta put a good bit on there in order to cover the area. Like you can't just put like a little bit and it goes a long way. It doesn't work that way. Like you gotta put a good bit on there. But it definitely works. This is the only thing that's worked for me. So you seen Eucerin cream? I gotta write that down. So I gotta try that one too. Well this one's working, so um I think that's probably the other cream that was there, but this one here actually works. But I remember that. Actually, I don't have a pen right now, but I'll take a screen. I'll take a photo of it of the chat. I'll try and get that one too. I always like to try different ones. All right, cool. I took a picture of it so I know what the name is. Cool. I'll try that. Thanks, Amanda. I appreciate that. I'll try that one too. Because this one works and it takes away the itch. Like I don't itch it as much as I used to. But you know what? You know what I had a really a bad problem with is itchy ears. Like my ears used to itch so much that it used to wake me up in my sleep. And I'll be there like trying not to itch it, and it's like, oh my god, it's like the worst feeling in the world. So what I did is I started putting this like I put it on like my pinky finger, and I'll put it in my ear like that, and I'll rub it all around in there, and it was fine. Yep. So this stuff works for itchy ears, the itchy, because I feel like I have eczema in my ears too, and all around, like but it only happens in the wintertime. So yeah, I took some of the cream and I put it in my ear, and it's fine. I don't have no problem anymore. I do right before I go to sleep. I put it all on me, so that way I don't have that problem when I go sleep. But it was really bad at one point. Yeah, this stuff works because it says relieves itching and moisturizes intensely, moisturizes and helps relieve itching due to eczema. So I put it in my ears and I haven't had no problems with my ears since. But yeah, like I said, this is the only shit that worked. This is the only thing that worked. And it was like this was like $26, I think. It was $26 for this tube, which is not bad. So it's not like it's not like a real expensive cream, so it's not that bad. I don't think $26 is that bad for this because it's a pretty big thing. So yeah, like my not around my face itches that bad. It's just like around edges of my like around here, like on my nose, it'll itch, but not that bad. But my ears will be ridiculous. It'll be like, what the hell is going on here? Like, why is my ears itching that much? It don't make no sense. But I've always had problems with my ears. Like I went to a doctor one time. She's an ear specialist, and I told her, I said, why is my ears itching all the time? She's like, oh, you have like some. She told me I had some type of condition or whatever, and she told me to put a drop of alcohol and a drop of vinegar, like with a dropper. Put like she said, put the vinegar first and then the alcohol afterwards, so that way it doesn't burn me, like give me that burning sensation. So I did. I had to put a drop in each ear before I went to sleep, and then my ears got better just by doing that. And then like my ears like build up a lot of wax, and then sometimes it falls right out of my ear. If I bend down and come back up or something, like a piece will fall out, and I'm like, what the fuck? It's crazy ass shit. But I rather have those issues than have worse issues than that. I think that that's what I have is just minor shit. Like I know people who have like serious problems, so I'm grateful I don't have nothing serious. I can deal with that. That's cool. Yeah, yeah, it's always worth it when it works. Yeah, I know some people that do that too. My mom does that stuff too. Yeah, I'm grateful that I don't have anything else because I know a lot of people who have problems. Like I know this woman actually. She's not a girl anymore, but I know a woman. She has to like give herself an insulin needle every day because of diabetes and shit. And I'm like, fuck, I'd rather have itchy ears than have to shoot myself with a needle every day for fucking diabetes shit. Hell no. But a lot of people don't look at it like that. A lot of people don't think that, oh, so they think that their little minor problems or some big deal. Like try having these other people's problems. You'll think twice about what you have after that. You'll be grateful you don't. Your mom did that, yeah. See, like fuck that. Like I would never want that. I know that the woman, and like every time I see her, I'm like fuck. I remember the day like she was at this place and she was like, "Oh, I have to take my needle," and I'm like, "Huh? What you mean you have to take your needle? What the fuck you talking about?" She's like, "Oh, I have diabetes. I have to take insulin needles," and I'm like, she goes, "Oh, you should look away if you don't want to see it." I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, I don't want to see that. No thanks." I was like, "I feel sorry for you." She goes, "Oh, well, it could be worse." Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know, like how people go through that. I feel sorry for people that have to go through that bullshit, man. I would never want that. That's why I give thanks for life and I give thanks for not having those things. And I always pray for those who have those bad situations where they have to do that because I would not wish that on anybody. But a lot of people don't take life for granted. They don't give a shit. See, they think that, oh yeah, I don't give a shit about this. I'll eat that. I'll do this. I don't care about my life. Blah blah blah. And they're like, oh, I have headaches. I have migraines. I'd rather have that shit than have to be shooting myself in no damn needle. Hell no. I'd rather have all these minor little issues instead of having, cancer and bad shit happen to me and loss of vision or, fucked up teeth or something like that or, ugh, fuck, I can't. I don't know. Like I'm honestly really grateful for like and to be blessed not to have anything bad happen to me. Like I pray, that's what I pray for the most is for nothing bad to happen to me health wise. And that's why like I'm starting to like pull my end of the bargain. But spirit and God can only do so much. But if you can't be begging to be healthy and then go fucking do dumb shit and then, expecting that you're not gonna be, well, because you're praying doesn't mean that it's gonna happen. You have to do your part too. Like that's why like I'm always doing those things. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, man, I agree. That's me. Like every day I always, before I go to sleep I pray. And yesterday, like I mean I've all week I've been praying for my sister and it worked. She came back happy and like I'm happy for her. Like and I just prayed for everything here to be cool with me and the boys and my dog, the house, and. Everything was fine. Not like I doubted it, but it's just, things can go wrong and things that I have no control over. So I just keep praying every day and just put my faith in God and just make sure that I do my part. So yeah, I try to be Amanda because I realize what life is. I know what life's all about, and people always take it for granted or bitch and moan about the small things. Like people don't understand. Like these small little issues you have is nothing compared to other people's lives. So I just can't stand when people, bitch and moan about your easy life, and then people like just don't understand how bad people have it. Like that's why I get so mad sometimes. I try not to get mad, but honestly, like I just like I feel like shaking people to death sometimes. They'd be like, "Are you kidding me right now? Do you not understand what people are going through? Do you want me to take you on a plane to Israel and Gaza right now so you can see what it's like to witness death every day? Do you want that? You want me to take you over there, or do you want your flat tire and your car breakdown? Would you rather that happen, or you want to go and live over there and see what life really is about? I can take you there real quick if you want. Like, fucking get a life." Yeah, I know, but yeah, I mean, I hate getting mad. I really do. But sometimes, I mean, it's just a part of life getting mad. But I just get mad at people, and I gotta keep telling 'em. I got like I have to. I'm never gonna perfect it. I don't think, but because people are just people and they aggravate me. But um, thanks, Marlon. Um, I just like can't stand people these days. They just think that everything should just be given to them. Life should be so easy. And why is my life this way and that way? And I'm like, and sometimes I just stay quiet, and sometimes I just go off it. And I'm like, oh, really? Yeah, okay. And that's why, like, I get mad now because this generation now doesn't even know what it's like to be in our generation. You know, if you're over like 30 years old and you know what it's like to like suffer and not suffer, but you know what it's like to like have no phone, no cell phone, no iPad, no PlayStation, no real technology. And you had more morals and values back then. But these kids from the last 20 years don't even know what life is. They're pretty much been born in an era where everything is like a lot better. Less suffering, less shit to deal with, everything's better living, better life, better situations to get yourself into, better opportunities, better everything. So like I get mad at some people, some of this younger generation, like acting like, everything is, bad. I'm like, bad? You think this is bad? All right, let me rewind you back to 40 years ago when I was 6, 7 years old. Fuck. You think that this shit is like, hard? Try living back when I was 7. You would have lost your damn mind. I said that's why these kids don't even know what it's like to push, like go on a push bike and pedal around your neighborhood and have fun. They got fucking electric shit now to take you everywhere. Everything's just like more advanced, and you would be anything you need, you can go and buy it now, and you'll find a way to get it. Back then, we didn't have no money like that. We didn't have shit like that. We had to make shit, borrow shit. We had the same soccer ball for years, same basketball until it was completely bald. That's like my nephews. They're like, "Oh, this basketball is getting bald. Like there's no grip on it." I'm like, I was like, I don't even know what a new basketball was. We always got like some secondhand shit. We never had no brand new ball every fucking week or every year. We had the same basketball for years. Couldn't afford that shit. You crazy? It was more important things to buy than some damn basketball or football. You crazy? And don't think you get one for your birthday. That ain't happening. Fucking kids got too much. That's why you're rude as shit. This generation is rude, obnoxious, nasty, and they don't even know what life is. And they have everything given to them. Fuck out of my face. I tell my nephews, I argue with them and fight with them sometimes. I tell them, you guys don't even know what life is. You guys have so much now. If we had a quarter of the things you guys had, we would have been in heaven. But you know what? We were in heaven anyway, because back then, now it's hell because always is social media and all this bullshit and trying to fit in and trying to do this and follow this and like that, man. Go fuck that shit. On the time for that shit. Exactly. Victim mentality. You said it. That's definitely the thing. A lot of people play the victim, but they don't play serving and gratitude. They don't even know what that is. Oh yeah, that'll definitely go into a place like that. You see what it's like, because the schools that we go to, you know, they're made out of concrete and got windows and got a facility and got places to eat, a gym, outdoor field, all that shit. There's people out there don't even know what that is. Yeah, they don't have because they don't know no better. So you make that's the point I'm making about my generation. Like when I was, when I was like I'm going 47 next week. So when I was 7 years old, 40 years ago, I was happy as shit too because I would be in my neighborhood riding my push bike up and down, go visit my cousin, go for rides, or go push pedaling everywhere. And then we go play basketball. We would wedge the basketball in between the seat and the frame and ride down the road with it. And hopefully it doesn't come out. And then we go to a basketball court because we didn't have our own. We didn't have houses with basketball courts in it. Fuck, yeah, right. We would go and play it at some other court, at a hotel like court. We'd sneak in there and go play. And then we didn't even have water bottles and shit like that. Man, these fucking kids got everything. Then we didn't have no cell phone. So we would make sure like, okay, yeah, we had a watch on. Oh yeah, it's 7 o'clock. We better head back before it gets dark. Plus I'm gonna get some dinner and some damn water. Man, these fucking and then all these kids with these like 150, $200 sneakers, outfits and shit. I have that now at my age because I can afford it. But back then, that's what I tell a lot of people. You may see me with a different outfit every night or a different hat, but 40 years ago, I didn't have none of that shit. Not even 20 years ago, I had that. I just recently had all this stuff because I can afford it. Because my business, I bust my ass in my business and I bought my shit. But back then, man, I had my brother's old clothes and sneakers. A new pair of sneakers and a new whatever was very rare to come by. When I actually got a job, that's when I got my first new everything. You know, it feels so good to buy things for myself, things I never had in my life. I had one pair of sneakers for like 5 years, one pair of school shoes for 5 years until that shit, I outgrew that shit. These people, and then we had to polish our shoes. These kids don't know nothing about polishing their shoes and and putting on a tie. Nobody wears ties to school anymore. Knee high socks. They can go and play clothes now. They have these little certificate things where you can go play clothes once a week. Or man, we couldn't wear play clothes for like every 2 months. I wish. I had to make my tie every morning. Had a collared shirt, button up shirt, knee high socks, Dockside shoes. Had to polish them to make them look nice. Fuck. Then I had a lunch box. These kids don't have no lunch box no more. They got a bag. They got thermoses and shit. We guys couldn't afford that shit. No way. I had a tuna fish sandwich in a plastic bag and a lunch box, and a hard ass lunch box. And we didn't have like bottles of water, and we had a water fountain, no bottles of water. No water bottle and all that bullshit these kids have got now. And snacks, yeah. My mom would buy a big ass bag of Kung curls or cheese balls and put a little bit in each bag for each of us, and that's it. Here you go. That'll carry you guys till you get home. Yeah, they don't. They don't have no idea. That's why when I see my nephews now, I tell them, I say, yeah, fuck, I wish you guys got the life. And they think I'm joking. They think that, nah, you guys had that shit. Because they see me, with all these clothes, all these hats, all these sneakers and shit. They think I'm rich. I'm like, yeah, I wish. And I said, man, this is what I've always wanted, to have a whole pile of stuff, things that I never had before. You know? But they really don't have no idea. But I don't grudge them for it because they were born in a different era. We all were. And my mom and dad, they had even worse than me. They didn't have shit either. You know, I was milking the cow at 5:30 in the morning with my uncle. Man. Oh yeah, that's cool. I've milked cows before when I was in Portugal. Yeah, it is. It's way too easy. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Age of Aquarius, how you doing? Oh yeah, man, I always do. Um, and I always show them like pictures and stuff of what it used to be like. Cause I have pictures and stuff of how life was back then, what I wore, what I was dealing with, even my hair and everything. We didn't go to no when I right up until I was 16, my mom cut our hair. My mom would take these big ass scissors and she'll just trim our hair. All of us. My sisters, my brother. She would cut our hair. We couldn't afford no fucking haircut. You crazy? I never saw a haircut machine until I was 16 when I went to the barber for the first time because I can actually afford to go and get a haircut because I had my own job around that time. I was working all summer while I was still in high school. I had a summer job, and I told my mom, "Look, you ain't gotta cut my hair. I want to go to an actual barber." So I went to the barber for the first time, and I was like 16, and the woman cut my hair, and I was like, "Thank God." I feel so relieved now. You know, like my mom cut my fucking hair right up until I was 16. We couldn't afford no fucking $20 haircut. You crazy? That $20 was for other shit. Yeah. My dad cut our hair. I was 16 to the first time I went to the salon. Yeah, exactly. See, back then we couldn't afford that shit. These kids are going to the hairdresser like right off the bat. Oh man, these people have no idea. These kids nowadays have no idea what life is. Like I said, we weren't poor, but we weren't poor because poor is like poor, right? But we weren't poor, but we couldn't afford shit like that. Anything to save money. So my mom be like, I ain't taking you to no hairdresser. You know how much that shit costs? I'm got 4 kids. Like $20 for a haircut back then. You must be crazy. That's $80 for all four of us. That $80 had to buy groceries to feed. My mom would say, you want food or you want fucking haircuts? If you get a haircut, you're gonna be eating fucking peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for a week. Fuck you talking about? Yeah, I mean, my parents wasn't poor, but they were like middle. I would consider them. They had. They. That's the thing. My parents bust their ass. Like they worked day and night. So, and we went to a private Catholic school, and because we had no choice. Our parents put us there, but I wanted to go to public school with my neighborhood friends because everybody in my neighborhood went to a public school right next to my house. And I was like, Dad, I want to go where my friends are. And they're like, oh no, no, you're not going to no public school. You're going to the same school as your other brother, your older brother, and your brother and your older sister. And I'm like, come on, Dad, I don't want to go to that school. Oh, you have to go. I'm putting you there. I'm paying for you to go there. You need a better education. It's a Catholic school. We're Catholic. You have to go there. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, Dad, but you could save all this money. Oh, that's all right. I don't care about saving money. You have to go to the school. I'm like, I don't want to go to this fucking school. I want to go to the public school with the rest of my damn neighborhood friends. And I was like the only one that was in a private school. So they always thought that we were rich. I'm like, we ain't fucking rich. My dad's dumb. He should never put us in this damn school. I end up leaving anyway. Yeah, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and tuna fish sandwiches. That's the only sandwiches that I ate. That's it. My mom would make tuna fish sandwiches or peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and I would have like an apple maybe or a banana, and that or a snack pack. Like you know the little chocolate little snack pack things that came four in a pack. She would get a pack and give each of us one. Yeah, she was four of us. Little plastic spoon. That's what I had. That was my lunch every day. Same shit. And then when I got to high school and I had my own job, I told my mom on Fridays I want to go to the canteen and get like French fries and a hamburger or a hot dog. And she was like, "Oh, don't waste your money." I'm like, "Look, mom, don't worry about it. Like, don't make lunch on Friday. I'm gonna eat from the canteen." She's like, "All right, well, whatever. It's your money." Oh yeah, of course. Haircuts always. My mom used to like. My mom never wanted to cut my hair over my off my ears. Like I have my hair over my ears, and I'm like, look, I don't care about that shit. No way. Are you into a private Catholic school too? Yeah, I know a lot of people did because that was the thing back then, you know. And my two of my nephews still go to the same school I did. I go pick them up every day, and I would have never thought in a million years I'll be picking up my nephews from that shithole. I still talk shit about that school. And everybody says, "Oh, it's not the school, it was the nuns. When the nuns were there, they messed everything up. Now it's different." I'm like, "Now it's worse." "Oh, what do you mean?" I say, "Yeah, they allow these boys to wear earrings. We couldn't wear earrings. They allow the girls to wear makeup. They allow the boys to wear their long ass hair. They allow the girls and the boys to wear whatever the fuck they want now. You don't have no tie, no morals, no values. This place is a fucking joke. This ain't no Catholic fucking thing. This ain't no Catholic school. This is a bullshit school. You mean, you know? Because the Catholic religion won't allow doesn't allow you to do that. That's why we couldn't do it. I couldn't have the back of my hair past my collar. I couldn't have my beard showing. Because when I was like 16, 17, I was already like busting out a little bit of beard and shit. They would tell me, "Oh, you have to shave your beard, Mark. You can't have your hair longer than your collar." I'm like, "Jesus did." "Well, you're not Jesus." I said, "Well, I want to be like him. That's why I want long hair." They were such bitches. I hope they're all in hell. All those nuns, they were all bad. Yeah, it's definitely not better than public school. It's definitely not. 'Cause let me tell you, all the guys and women and girls in my neighborhood went to public schools, and they all have businesses like me, and they all have the same life I do. The school didn't make no difference. Schools don't make differences. You make the difference. Nothing should define you. You have to define yourself. You have to make your life the way you want to. A school can't make you something. School only teaches you certain things, and they teach you all bullshit. They never prepare you for what your really life is really is. It's never. What the fuck is you name one person in this world that you know that uses algebra for their job every day? Name one person. You can't because it doesn't exist. Algebra is bullshit. What does algebra do for anybody in any job? Who uses algebra in their job? No one. When I learned algebra in grade 9, I told the guy, I said, "What job do I need to get to be like an algebra perfectionist?" And the guy, his name was Mr. Eustace. I called him Mr. Useless, and he was cool though. He was one of my favorite teachers because he actually had a sense of humor. He was a redheaded guy, tall guy, and I questioned everything he said to me. That's why I didn't last in high school too long. I left because I started to like outsmart those idiots and like see what school really was. Like, I figured it out. Once I reached like 16, 17, I actually had a brain and I said, you know what? School is a bunch of bullshit. I'm getting out of here. I need to go to work. Fuck these people. And that's what I did. And it was the best decision I ever made. Because everybody thinks you need a diploma, you need this, you need that. You don't need none of that shit. I won't tell my nephews that, but it all depends on what job you want to do too. Obviously, if you want to be a doctor or a lawyer, you have to go to study it, and you have to go away, and you have to do this, and you have to do that. I wouldn't say have to. You can learn from somebody if you have. You don't have to go to college. You can learn from someone. Say if your parents are lawyers, they can teach you how to be a lawyer because they already know. So your kid don't have to go to college. And if you have a firm, they can work for your firm. Correct? There you go. I rest my case. I can debate that shit all day and nobody will beat me in that debate because I know it's all bullshit. Yeah, they don't teach writing anymore. They don't even teach how to type. Like, I took a typewriter class when I was in grade 10. I took a typewriter class. They taught you how to type, like use the alphabet, and type the typewriter. And I used to be like, click, 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 click. I was like, yeah, cool. And then computers came up. I learned how to use a computer in high school. When I was 30 years ago, I was in high school, and my last year of high school, there was IBM computers, and we used to like use the keyboard, and then like the computer was this big ass box. Obviously you don't have that no more, but yeah, it's all bullshit. Even the homework these guys have, when my nephews, I see the homework, I'm like, what the heck is this bullshit? I'm like, what is this gonna do for you in your life? Nothing. The only thing that school taught me is how to read and write. That's the thing that they taught me. I knew how I was taught how to read, I was taught how to write. Um, I used a pencil, a pen, crayons, I was drawing this and that. You have gym class for physical, stuff. And then, obviously mathematics, how to count, how to, but what the hell is algebra for? What is trigonometry? And even biology. What is dissecting a fucking starfish, a cat, or a frog gonna do for my life? What am I getting out of that? Honestly, ask yourself, what are you getting out of dissecting a frog, a cat, and a starfish? What is that gonna do for my life if I don't want to be a veterinarian? Isn't that for a veterinarian? That ain't for me. I refuse to do it. I sat in the biology class and I said, I'm not doing that shit. Oh, you have to. I said, I don't have to do nothing. Well, you're gonna fail biology. I said, oh well. My report card it said 12% for biology. I was like, I ain't doing this shit. You must be out of your damn mind. I ain't dissecting fucks. And I ain't no damn veterinarian. I'm a high school student. Who in their right minds can get kids to do this dumb shit? That's why school's a joke. I ain't never doing that shit. Mm-mm. I sat there at that table and I was just like this. My teacher was like, "Oh, Mark, yeah." I'm like, doing that shit. No way. That shit stinks like fuck. And I ain't on rapping. I was looking at everybody else do it. They were looking at me like, no. I'm like, no, no. I ain't doing that. It ain't happening. Yeah, I don't like I know that's a part of life, but not for me. No, no. That ain't happening. I rebelled against all my teachers. Yeah, that's why I don't do all that shit. That ain't happening. I didn't go to high school to learn how to dissect animals. You crazy? No, no. I'll never forget. I got my report card for grade 10 and it said 12% for biology and also history. I questioned all the history too because I'm living in Bermuda, but you're teaching me American history. Why the fuck do I want to know about American history if I don't live there? I live in Bermuda, so you should be teaching me Bermuda history. So why are we not being taught Bermuda history and taught American history? So I was like, fuck this shit. I'm not dealing with this crap. Once I got to high school, I knew that it was all bullshit. And I don't have to be here no more. Because I'm not learning things that don't pertain to my life. That's why I was like, Mom, Dad, I'm sorry, but I can't be here no more. No, you have to stay. You got to graduate. You're not going to be nothing in life. Oh my God. I said, Mom, Dad, I can't do it anymore. I'm 17 years old. I got to get out of here. No, Mark, please. You got to graduate. You got 2 more years. I'm like, no, I'm going. I left on my own will. I said, no, I'm out of here. I refused to go back to school and I got a full-time job. And it was the best decision I ever made. Bye. Yeah, see? That's like the stupidest shit in the world. I never understood how I live in Bermuda, but I gotta learn about American history. Fuck American history. I don't care about Abraham Lincoln and George Washington and all these fucking idiots. I don't care about them. I want to learn about Bermuda. How did Bermuda get, why is it called why are we in the Bermuda Triangle? What happened to my like what happened in Bermuda? Like who discovered this place? Like, what did they do back in the day? Like how did Bermuda get to where it is? I want to learn about Bermuda. Like, what the fuck's going on here? You want to teach me about American history? Oh, hell no. I refuse to do that too. Even religion classes. So we're a Catholic school, but in the Bible it says that Jesus is the King of the Jews, and he was Jewish, and he was born in Jerusalem in Bethlehem. So where does the Catholic stuff come in again? In the Bible, it doesn't even say Catholic religion. It doesn't say religion, period. So how are you going to teach me something in this school if it's nothing to do with this Bible and Jesus? You guys don't make no fucking sense. So I questioned everything and they hated me. And nowadays I was like, God, this guy's a nuisance. Mark's just too woke for these motherfuckers. He's too ahead of his time. We can't have him here. They gave me a hard time because I started to question all their bullshit and I opened up everybody else's eyes. Because they try and put you in a system where they gotta program you to do what they want you to believe and what they want you to learn. And that's why I left. See, that's why God took me out of there. He was like, no, Mark, you're old enough now, bro. We're gonna take you on a journey. Fuck this school. Goodbye. Smell you later. Yeah, it's mandatory, but it's bullshit. You're teaching me about Jesus, but Jesus wasn't Catholic. So how the fuck you want me to what you want me to worship the Catholic Jesus that you're presenting to me? But yeah, you're showing me a video during class that shows that Jesus was going up against the Romans and and all this shit and he's Jewish and all that. So come again? How does this work for you people again? That's why I left school, because Catholic religion and the Catholic school is corrupt. It's all corruption. It's all bullshit. It's all dictators and trash. That's why I don't go to church no more. I'm still a Catholic, yes, I don't practice my Catholic religion. I don't care about religion anymore. I'm old enough now. My nephews are in the Catholic school. My sister put them there. I would have never put them there. I would never put my kids in a Catholic school ever if I ever had kids. Um, and I told my sister, look, I know they have their confirmation coming up, and they want me to be their godfather. And I was the godfather of my nephew 2 years ago, and now I'm going to be the godfather of the youngest one. And that's the last time I'm going to go to a Catholic church, unless I have to go to a funeral or go to to be the godfather of my nephew. But I'll go to any church. It don't matter to me. But if I have to, I'll go. But if I don't have to, I ain't going in there every week. And they changed all the responses, all the prayers. They changed, they modified. And another thing, like I can go on and on about this shit, and I try not to, but like I can destroy these people if I want to. Like in a debate, I can destroy them into pieces because ain't nobody know about this shit like I do. Because I used to be an altar boy for 8 years. I served God. I served Jesus in the church all the time, not knowing exactly what I was doing. But see, I didn't see Catholic religion. I saw that man on the cross. That's who I saw. I saw his mother Mary, the statue. I saw the saints. I believe in all of that stuff. But I don't believe the religion that you're preaching to me has anything to do with Jesus. Like that's all bullshit. You see what I'm saying? That's why like the Catholic religion, I don't really agree with it. I never have. But see, some Catholics would be like, "Oh, Mark, you're sinning. You're saying these things," and I'm like, "It's true. That's why you don't like me." I question all of it. I'm like, "No, no, you ain't got me." My mom and dad can't stand the fact that I don't go to church, and I'm like, "That's why you guys have got problems because you still go to church." Don't say that. Oh my God. My parents like solely believe in the Catholic religion, and that's the only religion in the world. I'm like, yeah, you guys are clueless. I told my mom, I said, you guys go to church, but you don't listen to the scriptures. You don't listen to that Bible. Where in that Bible, you know, does it talk about all these things that these people claim? It's not even in there. It's in maybe the Catholic Bible that you created. My mom gets so mad. My dad just shakes his head, but my mom, she gets upset. She goes, don't talk to me about religion. Please don't say that. And I'm like, okay, my mom, God loves you. God will forgive you, mom. And she's like, oh my God. God's everything. See, that's what people don't understand. God is not a person, it's a spirit, and Jesus is now a spirit. And there's more spirit in the world than anything else. That's why spirit is the most powerful force in the entire universe. Because there's more dead people than there is alive. So there's more spirit in the world than there is living human beings. So what's more powerful, the majority or the minority? But people are so clueless. See, they don't understand those perceptions and those concepts. Of course, that's why a lot of people. That's why, like when I do mediumship and I prove people wrong, and I had this conversation yesterday in here. A friend of mine came in here and her cousin died the day before yesterday. And literally 24 hours, I'm tapping into his spirit and seeing him and telling her, the reading. So where do you get, oh, I have to cross them over? Who are you to cross a dead body, a dead soul over to God? Who the fuck are you to do that? Who do you think you are as a human being to cross a spirit over into the next realm? It's all in your fucking mind. You better get off them damn drugs. You better stop hallucinating or believing you can. That shit don't in my eyes, that shit can't be done. You are nobody to be crossing anybody. If any person that can cross anybody over is God Himself. So human beings can't do that. Are you crazy? Fuck you talking about? Spirits are the only ones that can cross another spirit over because you're going to their world. You're going to their world. So they're gonna be like, okay, come join us. We're gonna cross you over here. People are really mental. They really are. And they can debate me on it all they want. You're just gonna look like an idiot. Of course they go instantly. There is no other like way. Like, but some people say, oh, like what I'm saying is, Amanda, is like some stupid mediums have the nerve to look into a camera and tell you, oh no, your uncle hasn't passed over, switched over and crossed over yet. Let me do it. Oh, just give me $100 and I'll cross him over. Oh yes, I can see him right now crossing the bridge. Oh, hold on, there's a troll underneath the bridge. Let me zap him with my energy and put a spell on him so your cousin's spirit can cross the fucking bridge and go to the fucking heavens. Shut your bitch ass up. Get the fuck out of here. When I hear a psychic say that shit, I want to throw a rock at him. Who the fuck are you talking to? Are you out of your damn mind? Who are you? That's why even when people tell me, oh, I have a direct line to God. You do? What's his number? 1-800 God? You have a direct line to God. Really, you do. Do you know that no one is that worthy, sweetheart? No one's that worthy to be a direct line to Him. Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind? Do you think God is a person? God is everything. Don't you understand that? You're not talking to like a person, you know that, right? Man, I can school all of these idiots because they really don't understand how it works. They really don't. And that's why they're shit. And they bullshit people. Yeah, God is everything. But see, when you talk to Jesus, that's different. Because Jesus actually was a human form that turned into a spirit. So you can talk to Jesus. That's who you're really talking to. You know? Jesus is God in flesh and now spirit. But God is a whole nother thing, whole another form of spirit. Yeah. But there's a lot of people who just like bullshit you for money. And that's like the people that I don't like. But I can't stand when people there's a psychic guy on this website, and I met him one time and I started talking to him, and then he started like talking about God and stuff, and then he goes, oh yeah, that's why I became a psychic, because I have a direct line to God, and God told me this and God told me that. And I'm like, okay, well, all right, bro, I hear you. So then I was like, okay, well, let me get a reading from you then. This is like a couple years, maybe like 10 years ago. So I was like, well, let me see if you got a direct line to God, bro. So I got a reading from him, And everything he said still ain't happened. Now it's 10 years ago. So obviously you don't have a direct line to God, bro. I just proved him wrong just like I proved everyone else wrong. You can't fool me. Oh my God. Yeah, some people have those out of body experiences, Amanda. I've heard people talk like that and say things like that. But that's like for people who I call that like people who have been through other lives and choose to come back to life and choose to come back here and choose to be like different or the same or stuff like that. I feel like that's an option. That's why some people like you and other people talk like that. But I can't because I don't see those things. I don't have that. I didn't have that happen to me, so I don't see all of that stuff. So that's not for me to like judge. I know it's true, but it's just that I haven't. Talking to them makes your ears bleed. I know. It makes me cringe when I hear all these people talk about that shit. But yeah, my mom and dad, they're very religious. They go to church every Sunday, sometimes twice, and they look at church on TV every night. In Portugal, they had, Fatima, like when Mary appeared to those kids, and they have a channel called Fatima on TV. So like it shows a mass every day, and they pray the rosary and all that stuff. And my parents are there, like praying and stuff, and watching this show on TV. I had to program the channel for them so they could watch it. See, I don't really watch things like that. Like I already told my story a million times that I believe in God, I believe in Jesus, I believe in Mary, I believe, that they're there for us, but I don't believe that we can actually have a serious direct line to any of them. Like I don't think that, I know Mary appeared to those kids, but that was like beyond our time, but I don't believe that those people appear to anybody just like that. I feel like certain people have the privilege to see them, but it's not like don't think because you're a medium or psychic you have that privilege or you are talking to them. It don't work that way because, in my opinion, is this, and what my belief is this is we all have people in spirit that we love and know that are passed away in spirit. So they're the ones that come to us and help us. They're the ones that are around us, not Jesus and God and Mary and all that. That you ain't nobody to have those people around you like that. You can worship them and have them in your life, but don't think that when you do a reading for somebody that Jesus appears and says yes, tell him that you got the Ace of Cups. That shit don't work that way. It ain't happening. Don't ever think that you have that privilege to be talking to Jesus during your reading for somebody else. Like, no. It ain't happening like that. None in this lifetime, not ever. Jesus sends your loved ones to deal with you. And that's how it is. Our ancestors, our spiritual army, our families are there. They get assigned to us. Jesus doesn't say, okay, Mark's live right now, so I'm going to, sit at the right hand of him and serve him when everybody wants a message and wants an answer, a question answered. If you think that happens, you're out of your fucking delusional mind. It don't work that way. He sends spirit to deal with us, and then everybody has their spiritual army to deal with them. And you all, even spirit, is there praising God or Jesus if they want to. So that's my opinion. Take it or leave it. If you're offended, that's your problem. If you honestly think that you're talking to somebody like that, you must be out of your mind. Right, exactly. He brings those people to you, but he doesn't. I'm not saying he doesn't do those things. I'm saying, like, when you do a reading, some people say, "Oh, well, let me ask God, let me ask Jesus what's going to happen to you." I'm talking about select people that say those things, which is not true. That doesn't happen. If that's the case, if that's the case, right, then everybody, that person will be a kabillionaire because they will be right every time, right? So they'll be in line, and that will never happen because God don't do that. Jesus don't do that. Because how is that going to be? How is that even possible if He gave you free will to change your mind after every reading you listen to, every reading you do? Right? I can tell you right now, tomorrow you're gonna, tomorrow don't go in your car because you're gonna have an accident, right? Because I got the cherry reverse, and that means like your car is gonna be fucked. If that was true. You see what I'm saying? So that gets all bullshit. And a lot of people just talk to hear themselves and then use Jesus and God as like they're a money making scheme. And then next thing you know, they got something wrong with them. Yeah. But some people like just don't get it. They actually think that they're special and they have this, like direct link to him all the times. And I just don't like when people do that because you're pretty much mocking him by doing that. You're not supposed to be like that. You'll hear me talk about Jesus and God and all that because that's who I worship and that's who I believe in. And that's who I call upon when I do my readings. I say, I'm about to do a reading for so and so. Can you please, like, send spirit to me and give me the right answers? Let's connect together. Let's make this happen. All that type of stuff. Yes, I always mention them during the reading, but it's up to them to give me the right answers. If they don't, oh well. That means that person weren't supposed to know, or they weren't be dealing with it, or that's not right. You don't deserve that connection. I'm not gonna talk like that though. Hell no. That's like you said, that's bad karma. I can't do that. I'll never disrespect people like that. Yeah, I always call them in every day. I call them in to help me, of course. But I also praise them more than I ask for help. But like, it's okay to call upon them and stuff like that. But to think that you actually, you know, have them attached to you 24/7, and like, you think that, only you have that connection with Jesus or God is delusional. Like everybody thinks that, they'll come in your life at certain points and times, but they're not with you like every single day and every day. That's not even possible. And that's why, like, I always feel like that's how mediumship really is, because when a medium talks to you, they're connecting with your ancestors. They're not connecting with God or Jesus. You're not talking to Jesus and all that stuff. You're talking to spirit. You're talking to your family. But Jesus authorizes that. God authorizes that. They're like, hey, go back to earth and help these people. Go back to earth and help them. Be by the side of your children, your mom, your dad, whoever. You know? But don't sit there and think that you're gonna be like, hey, Jesus, you're here with me. Okay, cool. Look, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. And you're gonna give it to me because I worship you, okay? And he's gonna be like, okay. Another day on earth with this idiot. That's exactly what Jesus said. Another day on earth with this fucking idiot who thinks that he's talking to me. Meanwhile, I'm here trying to help the whole fucking world. And this person thinks that he's gonna be, I'm making an appointment with you whenever you want me to. Are you crazy? We're not divinely enough. We're not like, I wouldn't say divine. We're not like worthy. That's the word I keep using. Like there is no other word. You're not, if you're a sinner, you're not worthy enough to be talking to God like that and Jesus like that. You ain't nobody to be talking to them like that. You can talk to them, but not like one-on-one and shit like that. You can pray, they're listening. Spirit would be like, hey, look, you think you're talking to Jesus and God, but you're really talking to us. We're the ones who's gonna help you because he's the one who sent us to you. I don't believe that someone can actually, have that direct link. You're not worthy enough. You're not. So that's my opinion. Some people agree, some people don't. Some people are like, yeah, I don't even care. And like I'll explain something because I'm gonna go, but when I go upstairs after I leave here, I go up to my little altar upstairs. It's not really an altar, but my little area. And I have a Bible there with a picture of Jesus on it. I have Jesus and Mary's photo. And I have my cross and my things and some stuff up there that I use. Um, the Bible that I have up there was a Bible that I bought from 1999 when I did my first Holy Communion. When I did my first Holy Communion when I was like 8 years old or something, like you had to buy a Bible for 19.99 or $20 or whatever it was. It's still the prices on the fucking box. And it came in a nice box and it's a really beautiful big Bible. And it's got the picture of Jesus on it. And that Bible always was special to me because it was my first ever Bible I ever got. And I didn't know no better. I'm only 8 years old, doing my first Holy Communion. So I asked my mom, like I would say maybe 4 years ago. I said to my mom, I said, "Hey, where the heck is that Bible to that I got when my first Holy Communion?" She goes, "Oh, it's underneath my bed in a box. Why do you want it?" I said, "I want it." So I don't even have a Bible in my apartment. I said, "But I want my original Bible if you have it." So we rang it out of the dust and I took it out of the box and I put it up on my little altar there. And every night before I go to sleep, I pray over it. And I ask God, I ask Jesus, I ask Mary to help me, to protect my family, protect my dog, me, my parents, my nephews. And I just, I thank him. As much as I thank him is as much as I ask him. And that's what I do every night without fail for the past couple years. And ever since I've done that, life has been a lot better. Because I actually take time out to worship him, pray to him, and I have no expectations. I don't even ask him for anything. I just sit there. Anything I ask is for protection and health. I don't say, please God, please Jesus, bring me $1 million, let me win the lottery. Oh, please, you gotta bring me money, I'm broke. Or please, God, bring me work, let my business be successful. Please, God, bring a woman into my life. No, I don't even say none of that shit. I just sit there and be like, thank you so much for everything. Thanks for another day. Thank you for keeping my mom and dad safe from me and my family, my nephews, my dog, me. You know, today I made good money at my job. Thank you for supplying me with clients and work and money. I just keep saying thank you for this, thank you for that, thank you for this, thank you for that. You know, tomorrow I have a big day. Can you please guide me when I do this and please help me with that? You know, and then at the very end I'll be like, to all my past loved ones, my aunts, my uncle, my grandma, grandpas, you know, whatever, you know, my friends. Sometimes I'll acknowledge certain people and I'll be like, you know, continue to help me. I appreciate that very much. That's it. And then I'll get a fuck sleep. Simple. I don't sit there and like do 20 Hail Marys and 40 Our Fathers and all that bullshit. I don't do none of that stuff. I pray to everyone. Pray to the main people. Pray to them and thank them. But if you pray Hail Marys and Our Fathers, you're not thanking God. You're not thanking Jesus. You're just reciting things that people tell you to say. Or what you should say is from your heart, from what you believe in. But stop asking God and Jesus for everything and start thanking Him for everything. And you'll see your life change. Trust me. Start thanking them instead of asking them for shit all the time. Yeah, me too. I gotta get up early and take my nephew to volleyball practice at 8, and it's almost 1. So I'm gonna go get my ass to bed too. But yes, I hope you have a great sleep and a beautiful day as well. Amanda, it was good talking to you always, and may God bless you always. All right, Age of Aquarius. Good night to you as well. Sleep well. I hope everybody's good in your family. Hope your brother's feeling better and everybody. Hope you're coping with everything. Um, wish everybody a great weekend. I should be here tomorrow. Tomorrow night, I should be here. Yeah, today is Friday night, right? Yeah, tomorrow's Saturday night. Yeah. So yeah, I'll be here tomorrow. Alrighty. So hope you guys have a good night, good sleep. I know I am. I'm ready. I'm tired. I'm had enough for today. All right. Good night, guys. Love you all, and God bless.